Hey everyone, welcome back to CellSmart TV. Thanks so much for tuning in again. We are here now with episode 10 of CellSmart TV and really excited to continue this series on. It's been our opportunity to get a chance to sit down with business owners and entrepreneurs and other business professionals who are helping making the world turn. And we get to find out all the cool things that they do and the technology that they're using. And so it's been a really cool thing for us. And for those of you just tuning in, my name is Garrick Sidwell. I'm one of the co-owners of CellSmart, and CellSmart is your trusted source for all things cell phones and tablet related. We do repairs, we buy them, we sell them, we trade them, we unlock them, you name it, we do it. And so today I'm very fortunate to have our guest here with us. Her name is Elaine Dugave, and I've known Elaine for just a short period of time relatively, but we've grown to love her and very fond of her, and so I'm excited to have you here, and thank you for joining us. But do us a favor, just introduce yourself to our audience, tell them a little bit about who you are and what you do and how you can help them.
Thank you, Garrett. It's a pleasure to be here with you. My name is Elaine Dugave. I'm with Legal Shield. We help people with legal issues and identity theft protection. I've been in the business since 2003. I've helped many people, and also businesses. Because if you don't know your rights, you don't have any. Same with individuals. See, Legal Shield gives you unlimited consultation. If you have an issue with a landlord or anything like that, you can call them. If you get a traffic ticket, if you're a member for 15 days, we can help you get the points off your record. Of course, you have to pay the ticket, but at least if you get the points off your record, you don't have an increase in your premium. We have trial defense, 50 hours of trial defense and 15 hours of pre-trial defense, which increases every year for 3 years. We also have, if you're audited by the IRS, we'll help you. We'll go to the audit with you. We have 24/7 legal assistance, day or night. If you have if you have a divorce and it's not contested, we'll do the paperwork for you. All you have to do is pay for the trial, but you have to be a member for 3 months. Same with adoption and name change. We also work with Kroll, which was started also in 1972, which was one of the big firms for identity theft protection. They found the money from Kuwait, from Iraq. They were here with the U.S. Olympics. It helped make sure everything went well. We monitor daily your license, your credit card, your passport, your medical, your email, your telephone, everything that pertains to your personal interests. If you are attacked, because like I say, we can't prevent it, our information is out there. You will sign over a licensed investigator, and they will restore your name to what it was before. I'm originally from New York, as you can see by my accent. In 1960, 63, 68, I moved to France, where I lived for 30 years with my ex-husband. And there I had 4 children, and I had 4 grandchildren. In 1998, I came back to the United States, to Utah. Since my brother was here, I figured I needed someone to help me get back into the States after 30 years. Now, my brother has left for Canada. So that didn't last very long.
So tell us a little bit about what got you into the line of work with Legal Shield and what brought you into that industry.
Well, I was presented the industry in 2003.
Mm-hmm.
And in Europe, I had already done similar things, so I was familiar with the marketing aspect of it. And I realized that it was a good thing, and instead of having products, garage full of products, this is something with a service which everyone needs. And that's what interests me the most.
Gotcha. What is it that you love most about what you do and keeps you going in this line of work every day?
There are so many people that need legal assistance, which is not affordable to the average person.
It can be tough.
And if you don't have a living will and a will,
Mhm.
or the last letter before you die, everything goes into probate.
Right.
And people don't understand that, how important it is to at least have that. And the average will is $500 to $1,000 with an attorney.
Right.
And people have to pay their food bill or their medical bill before that.
Mhm.
With our service, we get it for a small monthly fee.
Okay.
And many other things also.
Right. Do you see any challenges? Like, tell us a little bit about some of the challenges that you face with your line of work.
Well, first of all, people always say they don't need legal service because they're not in trouble or whatever
Mm-hmm.
until they are. But you never know when things can happen.
Right.
And like other health insurance, you don't want to use it but you need it.
Right.
You have car insurance, you don't want to use it, but you need it. But unlike car insurance, if you have an accident, your premium goes up. You can use our service 10 times a day, as many times as you want, unlimited consultation, and the price never changes.
Oh, that's great. That makes it really easy for like an average person to be able to
Yes.
access that kind of thing.
For contract or document review, if you have an issue with a furnisher or landlord, you
Mhm.
can call and get advice.
Right.
And all that is current and every day.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's great. Let's talk a little bit about the technology that you use. I mean, I know you talk a lot about like being able to connect with attorneys and different things through your program. But what kind of technology do you find yourself using? Are you in terms of computers or phones or hardware, software, any apps that you find yourself using often?
Well, Legal Shield has an app on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the Legal Shield app. This app consists of you tap a button and you can get a hold of the law firm right away. If you get a traffic ticket, you take a picture, snap a picture of it, put the number of it in, and it goes directly to the law firm, which is very convenient. You also can start your will and living will and tap a button and it goes into the law firm, and they'll after the questions that you've answered,
Mm-hmm.
they'll type up a will.
Oh, that's great.
And we also have 24/7 emergency, because if you're stopped by a policeman or something, or
Mm-hmm.
in the middle of the night, you tap the app, you have an attorney on the phone day or night.
Oh, wow.
And I think that is
So any time of day?
invaluable. Anytime.
That's great.
And I think that is and that's something that they've come up with.
Mm-hmm.
We also have that for identity theft protection, also an app, the same thing, because you never know
Right.
when something is going to happen.
And is that app free or is that included with your membership?
It's included with the membership,
Okay, great.
so it's free to everyone.
So it's still usable at any time, and you still get access to all the things that you need.
Yes.
It's really right at your fingertips. Literally.
That is fabulous and for associates, we have the ones who, like me, who sell.
Mhm.
We have an app where you can put the people fill out their name and a telephone number and
Mhm.
email, and they receive videos
Oh, cool.
concerning Legal Shield.
Mhm.
So they have an idea what it is about,
Right, to get them
which
the
for
information
us
that they need.
as associates, it helps informing the people without imposing on them.
Right, that's great. I know a lot of times people feel uncomfortable in an environment where they feel like they're being sold something.
Right,
So
exactly.
this is kind
So,
of a
so
useful
this
tool.
permits them to look at the app at their leisure,
Mhm.
and if they like it, okay, and if they don't, they can also disregard it,
Sure.
refuse to accept it anymore.
Sure. Are you able to tell about maybe like a specific time when the use of this technology has helped a particular scenario or situation for you?
This last app that I talked to you about?
Yeah, either app. I mean, just using the technology as a whole.
Oh yes, when I meet someone, and they don't have time,
Mm-hmm.
or a waitress or a waiter or a salesperson,
Mhm.
they don't have time to speak with me, I say, here, put your information in and you'll receive an email with a video.
Mm-hmm.
And that has helped me a lot.
Good.
contacting people.
Well, that's great.
And
Because
then
they can respond at their own
and
convenience.
I'm notified that they've looked at it,
Mhm.
so I therefore can give them a call and ask them what they'd like best about it.
Right.
And
Yeah, without letting them feel like you're imposing on
No.
them or anything. That's great. Since you've been doing this, you said since 2003.
yes.
How have you seen technology evolve in that time? Like, I mean, obviously apps and things have come out recently, but talk about some of the evolution that you've seen since you've been
Well,
involved.
see, Legal Shield before was prepaid legal,
Mhm.
okay? And it was bought by Mid-Oceans about 6-7 years ago
Okay.
for $640 million.
Wow.
Really,
Pretty big
did
transaction.
they did a big research on it.
Mhm.
And since then, we weren't good with marketing tools.
Mhm.
So it was causing us to be late in the evolution
Okay.
of other companies
Yeah.
that do the similar thing. So now with our marketing tools, they've given us the money that we needed to develop these tools. So of course, Legal Shield has grown 100%
Mhm.
since we were purchased.
Wow, that's great. That's a big evolution,
Yes.
especially after such a big transaction. That's great to see.
Now, they wouldn't have done it if they didn't think it was valid.
Right.
The company was valid,
Right.
because it was a big company that purchased us.
Yeah, there's got to be value in that transaction
Yes.
in order for it to happen. Absolutely. How have you seen technology help you to continue to be better at what you do?
Well, I am visually impaired.
Okay.
I have difficulty in seeing. So all these tools have helped me in showing Legal Shield.
Okay.
Because I don't sell it, I show it.
Right.
If people need it, that's fine. But I don't impose on them.
Great. Yeah, that makes it a lot
As you
easier to have
know.
a conversation.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we've talked a few times about it, and I think there's definitely some value. I think for us in our business, and I think even in our personal lives. So we're trying to evaluate the implications that it can have for us in our business as we go through.
Right,
So.
and I'm just showing it,
Mhm.
and I let the people make their own decision.
Absolutely, and that's I think what a true professional does and how they approach it. I know that there's other companies and other sales associates out there that are far more aggressive and pushy and hey, you got to do this, and hey, you got to join me, and hey, you got to do all these types of things. I've never experienced that with you. You're the consummate professional, and you treat people fairly, and
Well, see,
you've done an excellent job with
if I
that.
push you into something, then you cancel.
Right,
It's of no advantage to me.
right.
So if you do it, it's because you see the value in it
Mhm.
and you need it.
Yeah.
Therefore, you'll keep it.
Right, exactly. If there's anything, just think through your mind for a minute. If there's anything, what would you change about the technology that you currently use to help you continue to get better at what you do?
I would love if they would not put everything in gray or yellow or orange.
Make it a little easier for you to see, right?
But that's because I have difficulty seeing.
Sure.
But that's very personal.
Okay.
Most of everyone else doesn't have any problems with
Right.
this situation that I do.
Right. Is there anything that you think would be beneficial in terms of the technology that you use to be able to help you and all the other Legal Shield representatives?
Well, I think they're very much in advance, and they're always developing more and more every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a continual evolution,
Right.
and you have to be up with it, and you have to keep up with it,
Right.
like in every other job, you know?
Right.
You
Exactly.
can't just sit back and say, well, it was like that before, why isn't it like that now? You have to go with the movement,
Mm-hmm.
which is what I do.
Great. Great, and that helps keep you on top of things.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate you again for being a part of this and sharing with us kind of what it is that you do and how it's kind of helped you grow and evolve and continue to evolve your business. But at the end of all of these, I always have to ask this really hard question. Are you ready for it?
Yes, certainly.
Okay. So, do you prefer the Windows, the iOS, or the Android platform, and why?
I use Windows and Chrome because on the big screen it helps me. My nose is against the screen, okay? And Andrew, well, as you can see, I have one of the biggest phones that they have.
Right.
I think even you don't have one this big.
Not at the moment, no.
No. So yeah, I need the big phones, and I use Android. The Apple phones are very nice and everything like that, but I get the same result for less money with an Android.
Gotcha. Great. Obviously, we've asked this question a number of times now, and it's always fun to hear the different responses from different people. Getting to hear what people like and what they enjoy about the things that they use. So it's great to hear that perspective, and thank you for sharing with us. This is the time of the video where I always give you an opportunity to reach out to our audience and tell them how to get a hold of you. If they're in need of your services and the things that you do, how can they reach you? How can they get a hold of you?
Well, my name is Elaine Dugave. I'm with Legal Shield. You can get a hold of me at 801-624-0848. I repeat, 801-624-0848. And my email address is Elaine_Dugave@comcast.net. And I would be very happy to help you with anything that you need. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, that's great. Thank you again for sharing that and being a part of this video with us. We really appreciate you coming and giving us an idea better of how Legal Shield Services can help us and how we can get a hold of you. Thank you guys again for tuning in to CellSmart TV. We really appreciate you guys. If you guys got value out of this video, if you'll just do us a favor and click the like button, comment below, tell us what you liked best, or if you have any questions. If you guys have any questions about some of the things that we talked about today, I can always forward them on to Elaine and get you guys the answers. So the likes, the comments, and of course hit share. Because even if you don't necessarily need Legal Shield services right away, you might know someone who does, and Elaine would be more than happy to help them. I've worked with Elaine, again, for a relatively short period of time, but she's always shown that she genuinely cares about her clients and the people that she serves. And so we're grateful that she was a part of this here with us today. And then last but not least, we will see you guys next week. Thanks so much again.
Thank you, Garrett. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.